finest. The drug dealer dream, red jag rim shining. 4 shooters riding in the trucks right behind.
What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist Schooner while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, hit that sub button. Hit that sub button, join this Fist Schooner army, and get Fist Schooner tough. Okay? We are on the road to 5K, man. It looks like the Knicks is going to have to get me to 5K because Giants fans, it look like y'all checking out right now. So, don't worry. Covering the Knicks, I'll have game 1 reaction tomorrow. I think the Knicks play the Celtics, so I have a reaction video to that tomorrow. But, as far as today goes, I must say, yesterday during my live stream, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Hub, shout out to my boy Pess. You know, I had a couple guests pull through yesterday. I came up with a brilliant idea. You know, I was rambling, and in the process of me rambling, I come up with some genius shit. I was thinking, what if Belichick came back to coach the Giants? And this is not a hypothetical video. This is not a what if video. This is not one. I know it seems like one of those videos I do to kill time in like June or something, but no, I'm dead ass serious. Belichick looks done in New England. He looks done. He looks like he needs to change the scenery. And Belichick has kept Josh McDaniels on his staff for years, grooming him to be the coach of the Patriots. And Belichick always said he didn't want to leave New England in bad shape. He wanted to leave his predecessor a decent team. What did Belichick just do? He drafted Mac Jones, okay? No matter how I feel about Mac Jones, 90% of the world thinks he's good. So he drafted the future quarterback. He gave Josh McDaniels his quarterback, so why not leave? This is when Belichick makes his exit, because why would Belichick stay in New England without Tom Brady? Like, it's over. He gave it 2 years. It didn't work. Now it looks like Robert Kraft is fed up with him. Patriot fans are fed up with him. It looks like he's fed up with the situation. Belichick gave up like 500 yards. Like, Dak almost threw for 500 yards on a Belichick defense. I don't give a damn who the hell is playing for the Patriots. Malcolm Butler was a nobody till the Super Bowl. Belichick been winning Super Bowls with random cogs for 20 years. Don't give me that bullshit about the Patriots is trash. Tom Brady been throwing the bums his whole career. Belichick been getting stops with random players his whole career. Now because Brady leaves and it ain't working no more, now y'all want to call the Patriots trash. No, the Patriots have always been the lesser of the talented teams when they've been winning. Let's call a spade a spade. Okay, the Belichick way is just making people look good. So what I'm trying to say is Belichick just gave up like 450 yards passing the deck. He lost his revenge game for Tom Brady. He didn't make the playoffs last year. Josh Allen's in this division. Soon Deshaun Watson's going to be in this division. I think he steps down as a New England coach. I think he steps down, and I think he calls John Mara. Hear me out, Giants fans. What do the Giants need most? A GM. What do the Giants need second most? A head coach. Belichick kills 2 birds with 1 stone. If Mara brings back Belichick, he solves all his problems. Because now we have a general manager, because Belichick's going to pick the players. And we have the greatest head coach of all time. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We know John Mara is a loyal guy. God forbid John Mara go call somebody, who's offensive coordinator in Buffalo, Brian Gable or something. God forbid he calls somebody in Buffalo. God forbid he calls Bieniemy in Kansas City. He's not going to do that. Mara's going to look for somebody who's worked for him before, who's family. To quote Vin Diesel, he's going to look for family. That's what he's going to do. So it's like Belichick won 2 Super Bowls for us. That he's family. It fits like a glove. John Mara stays in his comfort zone by getting a former Giant. We get a GM and a head coach. 2 birds, 1 stone. Why not? He obviously is still close to Belichick because he called Belichick on the Joe Judge hiring. Hell, they did a whole documentary at MetLife. Remember the Two Bills documentary with Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick? They did that shit at Giant Stadium in MetLife. Belichick cried like a baby when he took a tour of MetLife and he saw his old defensive coordinator room. If y'all don't believe me, go watch it. Belichick cried like a baby when he saw his old defensive coordinator room. He loves the fucking Giants. He would love to come back to New York. It makes all the sense in the world. He steps down in New England because, let's be real here, Robert Kraft still holds him responsible for the Brady shit. Robert Kraft might really want to fire Belichick. I keep saying Belichick is stepping down. What if Robert Kraft just fires his ass and he just resigns? I mean, for real, between spending all that money and being trash and then letting go of Brady, Robert Kraft really might be done with Belichick. I know people don't like to talk about things. Well, in New England they talk about it, but outside of New England people don't want to talk about it. But Belichick really might be done in New England. He spent a lot of money this offseason, and Aguilar's trash. Hunter Henry, John Smith, they trash. The only one that look good is Matthew Judon. So I think it makes sense, because you also have to remember too, the Giants can't hire Bieniemy. The Giants can't hire the offensive coordinator from Buffalo. We can't hire another first-year head coach. We hired McAdoo, first-year head coach. We hired Joe Judge, first-time head coach. We have to go for an established veteran head coach who knows what the hell he's doing, who can make us win now. We can't do no more experimenting with head coaches. Even Pat Shermer, he flamed down Cleveland. We gave him a second chance. No, the Giants need a Shanahan, a Harbaugh, a Belichick. We need somebody, a Jim Caldwell. Jim Caldwell's the only winning head coach the Lions had in years. You say what you want about Jim Caldwell. He went to a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning, and he had the Detroit sorry-ass Lions winning 9-10 games a year. So as far as I'm concerned, he's on the list too. It's like, we got to get an established head coach, and our head coach needs to pick our GM. Bottom line, we don't need to get a GM to pick the head coach. Pete Carroll picked his own GM. Shanahan picked his own GM. Belichick picks his own GMs. Ron Rivera picked his GM for Washington. We need to go and get a real head coach and let him pick the GM and turn this freaking franchise around. John Mara has to get rid of his regimen of GM, coach, player. He has to get rid of that. The head coach runs the organization. That's how this has to go. But I think Belichick will be a good fit. It's a long shot. It's a shot in the dark. But Giants fans, you heard it here first. Belichick to the Giants. You heard it here first. But that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.